Get cozy, everybody, because today we'll continue to play Vanilla Guard of Judgment for a never-ending cherry month. Where were we? We said goodbye to SIMA, sorry. Goddamn it, motorcycle. I had the same dream about as before. A dream that had whittled away my very core. It's my fault. A girl whispered this alone in the darkness. You hear that? That's a motorcycle. Her head lowered in grief. Tears poured down her cheeks. She wept openly, even though we only see the back of her head. We don't really see the front of her face, so I can re-verify that. Emotions burst from her more than I'd ever seen. You only see the back of her head, though. I'm sorry I hurt you. Don't go. You can't go there. The girl broke out into a walk. I chased her in a hurry. Everything went by in slow motion. She kept moving forward. I followed her, pace slow. My body drenched itself in sweat. If I let her go, I would regret all over again. I couldn't lose the most important thing to me again. I knew that she was important, more important than my own life. She was so incredibly important to me, I couldn't remember her name, but I knew that much. But I couldn't remember her name though. That's how much she was important to me. I'll probably remember later in a very convenient time when the story calls for it. No matter how hard I struggled, I couldn't reach her. Why? It's because you're not actually reaching out to go get her or something. Determined, I reached my hand out, but my hands came up empty. Of course, after all, this was the past. This was a far-off memory of mine. I knew it in my head, that this hand of mine wouldn't have been able to grab anything. Not then, not now. My hands fruitlessly grasped air. Nothing there was nothing left. Okay? I knew that it was too late. I knew it all. It's because I knew that this sadness... You say so much words, like very repetitive words, like I felt this, I felt that, I felt so many things. Now you're like, I knew this, I knew that. I knew that it was too late. I knew it all. It's because I knew that this sadness weighed like a rock in my mouth. See this shit? What the fuck? So repetitive, Sharon. I was aware of the fact I was a fool. I knew, again, that I could never go back to the moment it was too late to regret. I didn't want to see such a thing after all this. Okay. And then what? Would you go out with me? I was on the school roof. It was one of those common scenes in anime. Not in real life. The school rooftop is just very dirty and you can get in trouble if anyone ever sees that you going there. The kind where you suddenly receive a love confession. Who the hell is this? It was clear that I wasn't being teased or led on because it was me. I was pretty and I had a nice body. I wasn't even wearing a lot of makeup. I had a good base, so why cover it up? I live in a completely different world from the rest of the uglies. I knew best that I was the cutest. Well, at least she has that confidence. That was why being confessed to by boys wasn't anything new. I wouldn't get surprised. I couldn't even remember how many boys I had gone out with. Essentially, I was a natural heartbreaker. It happened a month ago into attending college. I was always bored. I just broken up with the guy I was with at the time, and I just cut ties with my sugar daddy. Whoa, what a whore. I was wondering where I'd find someone I could conveniently use. I didn't have to search to find one though. It was around that time that I stumbled upon a flyer for the videography club. Videography? Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. The meat of it was picking apart films and making them too, I guess. It was obviously boring. If I was honest, I didn't care in the least about video and especially not making videos. That stuff just sounded like a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass, huh? Very poor choice of words. Yeah. I'm imagining making an amateur porn video. But I had the time, so I decided to join on a whim. I could stop going if it was too boring. And when I showed up, all the club members were dudes. Of course they are. Basically, I was the only girl. The club didn't have any lookers, but I wasn't prejudiced against those who gave me attention. Oh, you're too open. That was what was in my mind at that time anyway, and straight away I got my first confession. Okay, let's go out. I happily gave him the yes. I mean, I didn't have a boyfriend or a sugar daddy, so I thought it was perfect. I'd give him a shot. Really? Thank you. I'm so happy. I didn't think I could date a girl as pretty as you. Well then, could I call you by your first name? Riri? Riri? Yeah, call me however you want. The guy, surprised, flushed his ugly face and got shy. He must have been really happy to go out with me. He was like a kid. It was too funny. Ignoring the rejoicing ugly beside me, I was thinking about how he had to be a virgin. Something stupid like that. He was so low level to be over the moon just dating me. Virgins were so pitiful, I thought. God damn, lady. Virginity is sacred. What the fuck? Okay. Where's the dialogue? There you go. Oh, that's Lilith. Yep. It was breakfast time. Lilith, Sawyer, and me. None of us said a word. A silence surrounded the entire room we were in. SIMA wasn't here, not anywhere in this castle. Sawyer and Lilith seemed shocked at that reality. They searched for her in a hurry, faces ashen. They looked around for her last night too, but they weren't able to. And what were you doing, main character? Just sleeping around? It was the obvious response after suddenly losing the person who held everyone together. It wouldn't be a surprise if they were shaken. Shouldn't they be suspicious of the last guy that they invited in and coincidentally, the other one just disappeared? Maybe there's a connection here. She had been the mood maker here. It was an easy conclusion that Sawyer and Lilith both liked her. A nervous atmosphere had overtaken the castle with her god. It felt as if we'd lost something that held us together. The two of them didn't know I was the cause of it all. My crime has gone unnoticed. Just where has SIMA gone to? Without SIMA, I feel uneasy. It was Sawyer who broke the long silence. With an anxious expression, she spoke at the table. Even with SIMA gone, we'll still keep living on as usual. You get that, right? There was no kindness in the conversation. I felt more thorns in Lilith's speech than normal. The silence blanketed us all. I couldn't say a thing. If I slipped my mouth even a little, would the girls suspect me and look down on me? Yep. What will happen to us from now on? Will we disappear as well? Oh, come on, shut up and quit brooding. If you think you're the only one sad here, you're wrong as hell. Lilith rose her voice and stood, annoyed at Sawyer's whisperings to herself. I'm uneasy too. I'm sad that SIMA's gone too, and I don't even know what this place is and why we're here. We're just gonna disappear in a world we don't understand while not knowing anything, just like SIMA. My apologies, I'm sorry, you're mistaken. I did not mean to. Both Sawyer and I instinctively shrunk at Lilith's anger. But I had to muster the courage. I had to step in for some reason. I felt that way. I had to protect Sawyer from the irrational jeering. Time to become a man, finally. Even though I don't have memories of that much. I had to. If I didn't, I'd... Please stop fighting. You said too much, Lilith. What? Blanco, you're gonna side with her? Okay, I'm the villain here? Isn't that right? Lilith grew into more hysterics at my words. Of course that happened. I threw grease onto the fire, but I didn't regret trying to stop her. Please stop, I'm begging you. Blanco isn't at fault. Whatever, I don't care anymore. You guys can play house by yourselves. Well, at least she's giving us permission to do so? I don't know. Lilith, led by her anger, shouted at us and left the room, and after her exit, a silence like the aftermath of a storm remained. Blanco? My apologies. It was my fault that Lilith became so angry. It's not your fault, Sayo. I'm sorry. You didn't need to force yourself to worry about someone such as myself. I can worry whoever I want to, lady. That's right. SIMA's disappearance wasn't Sawyer or Lilith's fault. The both of them were guiltless. There was no reason for them to fight. The one who caused the big change was undoubtedly me. Well, at least you're honest and aware of that stuff. Yep, that's Lilith. Or whatever her name is, Riri something. The first guy I dated at the club was called Ando. He was withdrawn, had a small voice, and seemed pessimistic. To be honest, he looked like a total doormat, yet he was the first of the ugliest to confess to me. The whole bunch of them seemed like a gloomy, nerdy bunch, so it was a shock to me. I mean, if you want to tell someone how you feel about them, you gotta be pretty brave, though I hadn't ever confessed to anyone myself. What kind of movie do you want to see, Riri? Let's watch the one you want to see. Today I came to the theater with a guy. I didn't really watch movies much, and I couldn't stay awake for the long ones or cheesy romantic films. I guess you could say I was alright as long as I had caramel corn. Why were sweets so damn good? Oh, I don't really have one I want to see. You could choose. There was only one reason I came with Ando here on a date today, because he'd pay for everything. That was the only reason. He had a part-time job and, well, at least he has the money. I thought I might get him to buy me a brand-name bag on my way back. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's watch this one then. Ando chose the big hit romance movie that was currently showing. This guy. He had an ugly face and liked the sugary sweet stuff too. Gross. Those kind of half-assed and lukewarm tearjerkers were boring. I wondered if I should sleep at the theater. Was my smile too judging? The only thing I looked for in guys was sex and money. I didn't need their hearts. I knew that it was considered cold by most, and I knew that it was against what society deemed okay. Oh, lady, if we only knew, it's become so normalized these days. It's ridiculous. Sex isn't sacred anymore. But this was how I lived, no matter what other people said. I probably didn't have what people called love and passion. I couldn't love another. Yeah, another sucks. I just couldn't like it, whatever I tried to do. Watching that anime again and again, it's a fucking mess, that anime. It seems stupid to live It seems stupid to live life head on is probably the translation here. You just get depressed when you do your best and get nothing in return. I didn't want to go through the trouble. Why don't you just marry a rich guy or something? Something's gonna happen to her. Yeah, that's for sure. What time was it? How long had it been since breakfast? I laid on my bed, looking blankly at the wall. Actually, come to think of it, time maybe didn't exist in this world in the first place. But in the end, it wasn't worth thinking about it. Nothing took on meaning here. It's the same questions like, where am I? Who am I? Why am I here? Or why was this place created? Or how long has it been since SIMA disappeared? Why did she disappear? The questions just barraged me. I wanted to believe I was guiltless. SIMA disappeared. No, she might have died because of me. Because I was selfish, I couldn't even forgive her. As a result, I made Soy and Lilith anxious, and I made the relationship between the two of them strained. Sorry there, I had to clear my throat, fellas. What should I do? What should I do from now on? A sound? No, it was weeping. This time I heard for sure it was a girl's voice. From where? Probably next door, Lilith, because it was established in the very beginning that you are right next to Lilith's room. I heard a murmuring from behind the wall in order to find the source. I heard a murmuring from behind the wall. In order to find the source, I curiously stepped out of my room into the corridor. The corridor was quiet. The faint sound I heard was from behind a door that was slightly ajar. Okay. It was Lilith's room. What was she doing in there? I almost instinctively peeked inside, but then remembered how angry Lilith had been and paused. Tried my best to be sneaky and without breathing so as to not be noticed, I peeked inside. And I was taken aback by the strange scene before me. What is it? Okay. Oh, wait, but it is covered, though, so I guess it's fine. Oh. I was utterly speechless. I couldn't look away. What was she doing? And after what just happened... And she was in the room right next to mine, thinking it wouldn't do to look. I averted my eyes. Yeah, Blanco, give me more. What? Blanco? Blanco? I'm the only Blanco here. I didn't think I'd heard wrong. Blanco, that was me. After she starved out, she didn't eat and just stayed in her room masturbating the whole time. And the guy she was fantasizing about was me? No way. What the fuck? Rather than not understand, I was bewildered. Did she ever show any affection for me up to this point? She's a tsundere, stupid. The uppity Lilith, like me, she hadn't shown me a milligram of liking. She's a tsundere, stupid. Nah, she even acted rude to me. Then what was this? Was I asleep or something? Yeah, Blanco. I snapped back to reality when she moaned. What would have been the right thing to do in this situation? Should I have left and told Sawyer about this? Why would you tattle on someone doing their thing during the business? There likely wasn't a right answer. I thought that, but I decided to leave. Good, go away. But I accidentally made a sound doing it. You stupid idiot. Who? Lilith, who had noticed, ran to the door in a hurry. As soon as she saw me, her face turned bright red. Blanco, you saw that, didn't you? I'll kill you right here, right now. Oops, take it easy. I was just passing by. Don't lie, the hell. What the hell is wrong with you? You're making a fool of me. Jesus, you pissed me off. Go die, trash, shitface. I hate you. I hate you more than anything in the whole goddamn world. Ow. Something smacked me in the stomach and I began to lose consciousness. She had kicked me. Wait, hey, this isn't a joke. Are you really? Hey, come on. No, why? My sight blurred and faded. Oh, well. I deserve that. Okay. I was just, yeah, you could at least lock the door. Really, it was after that, one after another, each of the club guys started confessing to me. Well, I knew it would happen from the beginning. Ah, that's funny. I like it too, actually. Why don't we go out? It was a pain to think about the logistics, so I decided to just date them all. Wow, holy shit. It would be bad if any of them started fighting. I got them all, not to mention their relationship with me, so I didn't need to worry. I got more wallets to call on, so things worked out for me. Holy shit. They were gullible too, gullible. Why were men so gullible? I could just pretend to like them and then they'd be wrapped around my finger right away, and they'd all blush. Was I cheating? Was I betraying Ando? It'd be boring to think about something like that. First of all, was there anything to get from being stuck in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship? I didn't get it. I looked at my phone laying on my bed. On the screen was all the text I got from the club boys. Tamura and Ando, they're all too gullible. Their faces are gross too. They all act how I want them to. It's hilarious. I snorted, unable to hold my laughter in. My family could probably hear from outside my room, but I didn't care. I didn't care what my mom or dad thought. I laughed when I wanted to, I cried when I wanted to, and I treated people like idiots when I wanted to. I was just honest to who I was. Man, you're an asshole. What a bitch. Was that such a bad thing? Yeah, you're playing with people's feelings, and that's not good. That's a bitchy thing to do. It's dumb as hell to work hard and try to achieve something. It's stupid, and I don't like it. It's a pain too. I mean, you could try modeling, since you have the good looks and all that stuff. Since I was born, I got everything I wanted. Oh, so that's why you're a spoiled brat. I had more than enough men who would gladly fulfill my sexual desires. Holy shit, I didn't need to know that. If I needed money, I'd get some guy to open his wallet for me. I love you more than anything, Riri. Let's stay together forever, even after you graduate. And send me a gross text. I love you more than anything. Love? I don't need love. That kind of thing's lost on me. I mean, I do kind of feel bad for people that don't actually experience the feeling of love and all that stuff. Yeah. You're finally up. Jeez, don't scare me like that. When I opened my eyes, Lilith was there. It seemed that I had lost consciousness. You think? If I was right, Lilith had kicked me in the stomach with all of her strength, and I'd passed out. Wow, she's that strong? Did she nurse me, though she was the one who knocked me out in the first place? If so, what a weird scene. This isn't what it looks like. It's not like I did it for you. You see, I knocked you out, so I was just taking responsibility. Sorry I kicked you like that. It hurt, right? Yeah, she's tsundere. No mistake about that. Right now, you just concluded that, stupid? So, do you remember? You saw what I was doing before, right? You're a pervert. Forget it already. Please don't tell Sawyer no matter what, alright? If she knew that after I left and shut up in my room, I was feeling myself, it would look bad for me. Well, obviously, nobody would be able to admit they masturbated by themselves the whole time after the serious atmosphere we've been in. Well, can you blame her? Is there anything else to do in this castle that... You know, you don't have anything else to do. You don't have any game consoles or whatever. So what else are you supposed to do to make you feel something? I kind of get it. I didn't respond. The silence fell between us. Hey, could you listen to a story of mine? I don't mean it as an excuse, but what was she gonna say at a time like this? No matter what she came up with, I felt like she couldn't break the self-assured, perfect, tsundere older women image she built up. What's with that suspicious look? I get a saying that isn't really like me. You see, I get sexual urges more than the average girl, maybe even more than guys do. That's why I have to do this every night. It's weird, right? I'm a weirdo, aren't I? Okay, where's the punchline? I'm not joking, I'm telling the truth, idiot. I'm being serious here. It would be normal if she was a pubescent boy, but did that stuff happen to girls? Surprisingly, yes, according to studies. I was caught speechless at the admission that she wasn't joking. I began to doubt her sanity. I noticed when I was in college, I was in a club, you see, and I dated everyone in there. I was doing it with all the club members. Holy shit, I was with 4 guys at once. Holy crap. Guys are gullible, stupid, right? It just takes a little attention to get them falling over my feet. And see, I'm pretty, aren't I? No, I'm not showing off, so I don't have to do anything, and still, the guys keep coming. It was easy. So I didn't need to worry about getting sex. It was convenient. The guys were guys and wanted to play around anyway. And I kept up the relationships with them. And after that, Lilith stopped speaking and became quiet. Did she remember something she didn't wanna? You're looking pale. Hey, do you not like me? The sudden topic change caught me by surprise. I looked away from Lilith. My heart skipped a beat at the serious look on her face. I just might like you. Wait, no. Am I in love or is it a crush? I don't know. I can't say it in a word. Yeah, probably just, it's because of the suspension bridge effect or something, because something really shocking happened and it happens to have Blanco over here. You're like, oh, maybe I feel something, but it's actually just a shock of SIMA disappearing. If I was honest, I didn't feel like responding to her feelings after all this. I already was nursing the wounds to my mind. Why'd she bring love into the equation? Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know myself. Am I just lusting for you? Hey, tell me. In the time it took me to think up a reply, Lilith grew more and more agitated. Relax. I want to have sex so bad. Oh shit, what do I gotta do? Feeding myself up doesn't do it for me. Holy shit, have you asked Sawyer about this? I'm weird, I'm funny in the head. At a time like this, hey, don't you think so too? That's enough, kill me right here, right now. Holy crap, relax, lady. I had no words for the woman going mad before me. It was a matter of time for me and for Lilith and for Sawyer, sorry. It was so dumb, the way I delivered, it was a matter of time. We were forced to live in a strange place and live a strange life, not knowing who we were. And we lost the friend we made here. I don't get it. I was killed by that guy. I know that much. I mean, I remember it all. Oh, okay. Which ones? You dated the whole world, so which one of them? I couldn't do a thing. I was powerless. I couldn't help her. I could only silently pat her on the shoulder. It gave me a strange sense of deja vu. I had done this for someone once before. SIMA? Yeah. Who? I didn't remember. I couldn't recall. But I'm here. I'm alive and right here. Just what is this world? A world beyond human understanding. We suddenly lost ourselves here. It seemed like heaven, yet now it was a hell. We lost our light, and we were unable to return. Consoling the sobbing Lilith, I thought darker and darker thoughts. What? I couldn't look at her, so I left the room. What darker thoughts? Don't tell me you're gonna fall for that too, man. Dude, control yourselves. The world would be so much better. Oh shit, what happened? When she awoke, it was in a gloomy hole. I knew this shit was gonna happen. She didn't understand what had happened to her at first. It took Ando's appearance for her to finally grasp the situation. I see you're awake, Riri. I'm going to keep you in here, so you can't run away. Then we can stay together forever. Her arms and legs were both tied down, and she could not move an inch. No, what the hell is this? She tried to raise her voice, but in that dark grave, only rasping groans escaped her lips to echo around her. Her voice couldn't possibly reach the outside. I won't let you see any other guys anymore. It might be hard, but try to understand. If I don't do this, I'd have to share you with the other men, wouldn't I? I mean, he's not wrong, but that's psychopathic. This is beyond normal comprehension. Hey, why are you doing this? You're really asking that? You said you like me. I don't get you. What did I do? No, stop. Let me out. Let me go home. Don't you understand, Riri? I've had enough of this. I want to go home. I don't want to be here forever. It's dirty and smelly and gross. You cheated on me, didn't you? Not only me, but Tamura and everyone else. Aren't I right? How many of us were you dating? That doesn't matter. I can date who I want. How can you say that? You're my girlfriend, Riri. You can't do that. I was the first one to date you, you know. You're awful. You betrayed my feelings for you. I was serious about you. I loved you from the bottom of my heart. How could this guy say that? Well, loves make you do crazy things, but sometimes it's a fun kind of crazy, and sometimes it's this kind of crazy. Did you have fun playing with our hearts and using our wallets and bodies? Did you really find that fun? Did you really find that fulfilling? This guy was a different breed. His values and worldview were all off. He was a creep. His words were especially jarring. Well, that's probably what you're gonna say, since this is the first time someone actually has done this to you. Even though it should have been a red flag in the very beginning. After all, I didn't need love or a heart. Then how can you pump blood all over the body if you don't have a heart? I know what you mean. I'm fine with that. If I'm having fun, then I'm okay with that. I don't want that. I want to keep my partner's love all to myself. I don't want you to look at other guys. I want to be loved as much as I love you. Something dark fell on me. I took a bit to realize that it was dirt. Oh my god, is she gonna be buried alive? Hey, what do you think you're doing? You got dirt in my mouth. Andrew continued, ignoring the girl. Another shovelful of dirt landed on her. Ah, you gotta be kidding. Hey, you can't pass this off as some kind of joke. Andrew didn't speak. In place of his words, dirt fell upon her. Quit it. This is... No, please, stop. I'll do anything. Stop already. Please, I'm begging you. It would mean nothing to apologize at this point. Her pleas fell on deaf ears. Dirt rained down as if to show his stubborn will. No, I don't want to die. No, no, no. Holy shit. It was as if her words went in one ear and out the other. Dirt continued to fall mercilessly down. What led her to this unfortunate ending? Was it her selfishness or passion? Tears welled up in her beautiful blue eyes. It had been years since she had last cried. She hadn't suffered the least in her life up until then. She likely hadn't any had difficulties either. But goddamn, look at this. The first time she actually has this kind of difficulty, it's like all up to 11. Holy crap. A sudden level spike. She was simply a wilted beacon of desire. Her writhing body covered in dirt eventually became... Soon she lost her vision behind the curtain of earth falling down. Holy shit. God damn. That's oof. That's not a nice way to go. I learned once more how powerless I was. I learned that no matter how far I reached, there were paths that I couldn't get back, that the things you've lost won't ever return. I didn't know the gears that keep this world ticking don't know its rules either. No, I actually knew a little. I lied. It was unfair. I didn't want to admit there was a life I could have saved. Blanco, I can't seem to find Lilith anywhere. Did you happen to see anything? What? Sawyer ran to me in a hurry. According to her, Lilith was missing. Now she's missing? God damn it. Everybody's just disappearing one by one. The common denominator is talking to me. I should just keep my mouth shut. Apparently, she had come to her room to bring her lunch. When she saw the door was open, she peeked inside. Her room was empty, and when she searched the castle for her, she couldn't find her. Could she have gone into the forest? Sima said that if you enter the forest, you will never return. Oh shit. The forest? Did she mean the one I had come from? It was true that the forest was precipitous. Is that how it's pronounced? There was no certainty that one could leave once entering. It was a mere miracle that I could reach the garden when I did. Why would she go in there by herself? She's stupid. Did she lose hope in this world, or was she searching for Sima? It wasn't an impossibility. She loved Sima. We'll be too late. Blanco, we must search for Lilith. God damn it. I want to see, but I have to edit here because I have to prepare for work now. Sorry, fellas. So this is Vanilla, God of Judgment. Holy shit, man. If you want to try the game for yourself, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. What the fuck, Lilith? Well, at least you were true to your name, Lilith. Your alias. Oh man, what else is there to say? I mean, this is what happens when you play around people's feelings, whether you're a man or a woman. Some of them are just crazy. You just gotta pick one that's not crazy and actually really nice. But because you increased your chances, you increased your dating options, yeah, you dated all of them, one of them is bound to snap, especially knowing that you were playing around with all of them at the same time. Holy shit. Oh man, this is okay. This is fucking hilarious and terrifying.